Hello, Scorpio. Thank you so much for joining me today on Fortune's Wheel Tarot. This is going to be a reading for August 2023, or whenever this message finds you. I offer this for the highest good to benefit the planet. Release me from any blocks and restrictions. May this serve all who need. Spirit and angel guides, keepers of the divine white light, keepers of the Akashic records, ascended masters. What are the messages for Scorpio at this time, please? Messages for Scorpio at this time, please. Thank you. Your first card out is the number 3, Major Arcana in the Akashic Tarot, Archangel Gabriel. Your second card is the 3 of Keys, the chess game. Your third card is the 2 of Roses, Winged Messengers. And I wish that you could see a little hummingbird just flew up and is sitting on the branch about 10 feet from me. I'm going to clarify these cards with a few cards from the Everyday Witch Tarot. Thank you, Spirit and Angel Guides, for these beautiful messages for Scorpio. What are the clarifying messages for Scorpio, please? There were 2 chasing each other just now. Clarifying messages for Scorpio for August 2023, or whenever this message finds them. Thank you, Spirit. Clarifying the Archangel Gabriel, the Chariot. Clarifying the chess game, the 10 of Swords. Clarifying the 2 of Roses, Winged Messengers, the Death card. On the bottom of this deck, the Queen of Pentacles. And on the bottom of the Akashic Tarot deck, we had the 3 of Scrolls, setting your course. And that's exactly what this card means, is to broaden your horizons right now, Scorpio. And you can see the captain there looking through the telescope, but you're instructed to widen your horizons, broaden your horizons, and steer your ship in the direction that you want it to go. And I usually look at these cards as clarifying each other on the bottom of the deck. So the Queen of Pentacles, clarifying that is pretty awesome. Wherever you want to set your course and steer your ship, it looks like to be guided toward a place of independence, fertility, abundance. The Queen of Pentacles is a solid queen, and of course, all the kings and queens. But the first card's out for you, the number 3, Archangel Gabriel. I believe that you had this in your July reading. If I'm not mistaken, which I could be, but I'm fairly certain you had Archangel Gabriel in your last reading. So, again, this is a messenger of divine, peaceful communication, and you can call on this archangel to assist you. It essentially means, what do you want to share and with whom, Scorpio? And it's up to you, of course, to decide how this resonates, and if you are, ready to communicate something. With this being clarified by the Chariot, this to me says that somebody needs to get busy with communication. And again, you have to do what's right for you. I don't encourage anybody to do anything that they aren't prepared to do, or prepared to accept the consequences for. I'm sitting outside, so forgive me. There's a car going by if you can hear that. But yes, you have to know when it's the right time for communication, and but that's what the Chariot is. It's getting moving. It's getting moving on something. So I love these cards. Look at the cat in the sidecar with his helmet on. These just make me laugh sometimes. But yeah, someone I feel needs to get busy with some communication, Scorpio. So again, your power of expression is very important. And you should have an easier time right now, at any rate, expressing your feelings or working with others, dealing with, communication. But remember the power of your words and call on Gabriel to inspire you. And I think I said in your last reading, you can hold your head high. If you communicate something peacefully, then you can at least say, I did the best I could. I expressed it with peace, and that's all that I could do. So I've decided to try to remember, if I can, to read the Akashic Force for each of these cards, because I wanted to share these tarot cards, these Akashic tarot cards, because I love the messages, and I've been trying to learn more about the Akashic tarot or Akashic records, and I just wanted to share that with everyone. So there's an Akashic Force that is with each one of these cards. And this one reads, "Feel the Archangel Gabriel step before you and place his hand upon you. He fills you with the will to express your words. What do you want to share, and with whom?" So you can ponder that for a bit longer, but I believe that it's time to have a conversation. It could be that it is overdue, Scorpio. The next card's out for you, the Three of Keys, the chess game. Portions of your reading look to be a little, difficult, potentially. Some difficulties, and so I want to give messages of positivity. And when I get, multiple cards sometimes that are just like, I just have to tell myself, every cloud has a silver lining. And I know some people are going to roll their eyes at that, and I would too on any given day. So I don't blame you, Scorpio, but it's true. Every cloud does have a silver lining, and there are good things about these cards as well. So, it's good to leave old cycles behind. Sometimes you have to have tough conversations, for things to get better. And it's not pleasant, but that's just the only way through sometimes. And like I said, if there's no resolution, at least you tried. At least you tried to communicate. So the chess game is a card about, again, not again, but potentially some kind of, conflict. There's a queen, I don't know if you can see, that's laying on her side here. And it's, potentially difficult interactions is what this card can mean. It could be, with your work, family situations, and unfortunately, not everyone is out for, the best motives. So some people could not have the best motives. And it's time for you to take a step back and look around you at the people that are in this game with you, so to speak. Look around at the players here and see how these people may be serving their own agendas, Scorpio. Because with this being clarified by the Ten of Swords, I try to look at this as a positive card as well as like the end of a bad cycle. And I choose to look at it that way. But it also can mean, rock bottom, that, somebody's definitely stabbed you in the back. But as I said, take a step back right now, an emotional step back or even a physical step back, and take a look at what's going on around you. And regardless of what's happening, maintain your peace. Don't participate in any of the stuff that's going on. Just observe. Just stand back and observe and try to be objective right now. And there could come a time when, you have to potentially leave or distance yourself from a situation. But right now, just watch. Just let yourself be a knowing observer and just watch. And so the Akashic Force for this card reads, close your eyes and feel yourself upon a chessboard. Really put yourself there and take a look around you. See who the other players are and how you feel about them. What do you want your next move to be? Again, take that how it resonates, Scorpio. It's not a personal reading, but it's good in a lot of situations to just listen, to just sit back and just listen. You can learn a lot like that. As much as we all want to jump in and share our stories and be part of things, there's nothing wrong with that either. But sometimes in the right situation, it's important to just pay attention, to just listen. And you can be amazed sometimes what's actually revealed to you without opening your mouth. The next card's out for you, the Two of Roses, Winged Messengers, clarified by the Death card. The Winged Messengers card shows a dove of peace flying there above the table. The white dove carries a message in its beak, and you can see that one of the teacups has fallen over. It's broken, and there's also a hawk that's flying into this card who also has a message in its beak. And so this card also indicates a potential conflict of some kind in your home or family. Could be in your extended family or even, in your business. But this one usually means in the home of some kind of home issue, money issues, inheritance, or personal finances could be indicated. But the message that the dove is carrying is a call from Spirit to see this situation from your higher perspective. So again, step back and observe. You may feel, like you've got to be a peacemaker or something like that, and you should do as your spirit guides you to. But keep in mind, as I said, just observe. Observe until you feel called. And the hawk coming in from the right of this card indicates that there could be, could be potentially more challenges coming your way, unfortunately. But happily, you can see the dove is above that. The spirit is above those challenges. So you can deal with this clearly and effectively. And you may feel like, there's a tendency to be pulled into this, I understand family. We won't get into all that. It's difficult not to respond sometimes, especially when some people, if you've been dealing with things for a long time and it's just hard, I know. But you'll feel better, I think, because of it if you just are a knowing observer and just watch right now and try to observe the situation from your higher self's perspective. Because this being clarified by the death card, of course, this is a beginning or an ending, that, unexpected change and the ending of a cycle, the beginning of a new one. So, as I said, communicate with peace. If you haven't done so already, you may have to wait just a bit, but it could be that, when you make these communications that you need to, that things will change, inevitably. That's life, but things could potentially fall away. It could be because you speak up, it's the ending of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. Maybe not the best for somebody else, but maybe best for you. So you have to do what's right for you, Scorpio. Of course, you want to think about people that you love in your life and how things affect them, but, you have to be you. And you have to love yourself first. So I hope that resonates with you. And you certainly can rise above whatever this is. There's no doubt you can rise above your higher self. It's so hard to stay in touch with that sometimes, but meditate if you have to. If there's a difficult conversation you need to have, ask Spirit, please just give me the words that I need to say. Help me say what I need to say. And Archangel Gabriel as well. Help me say what I need to say. Help me do it in a peaceful way. And then you always have your self-respect. You don't have to lower yourself to someone else's level of deceit. I'm going to pull a card for you now from the Shaman's Dream Oracle. And as usual, all of these decks will be listed below in the description box if you're interested. Thank you so much for coming back and watching this video, Scorpio. I appreciate every view and every like. If this reading resonates, please hit that like button for me right now while you're thinking about it. It helps the algorithm and will help me get these messages of positivity out to other people who may need or like to see them. So thank you. I appreciate you. Feast of Plenty, Choices and Consequences. This is the number 20, reduces to a 2. Feast of Plenty, Options, Choices and their Consequences, Life's Blessings. A great feast is laid out before you and requires you to choose. What will satisfy your hunger? Something new and unconventional, with its potential for bitter or savory qualities, or something that you already know you love? You are faced with a plethora of options right now, and while that may seem to be an extraordinary thing, too many choices can throw you off balance. You might be worried that once you commit, you won't be able to turn back or refuse to confront the consequences of that decision. The most important thing to realize is that the feast is offering you experience. No amount of overanalyzing or strategizing will help you make the right choice now. Don't debate right or wrongness. Instead, just choose. In the choosing is the seed of experience, and that is what is necessary now. sour, bitter, sweet, savory. What matters is relishing the experience until you digest all that your choice is offering you right now. Only one warning: avoid the same choice if it keeps you hungry. If something didn't feel good or doesn't bring you what it seemingly promised, don't choose that again. The experience will only repeat itself, and you will have more than a bad taste in your mouth. The feast is yours to enjoy. You can always go back for more when you're hungry again. For life's blessings are ever available to you and calling your name. That's a beautiful message to almost end on. I'm going to pull one more card for you, Scorpio, from the Divine Abundance Oracle. Everything does have consequences, Scorpio. And I love how that card reads that, the experience, that's what life is really all about, is the experiences. So I hope that resonated with you. Final message for you. I know my hands are out of the picture here when I'm shuffling and cutting the deck, but receiving. Every day it becomes easier to receive the highest divine plan and to trust my inner guidance. Every day it becomes easier to receive the highest divine plan and to trust my inner guidance. Do that, Scorpio. Trust your inner guidance. Trust and receive the highest divine plan. I hope that this reading resonated with you. I hope that you have a beautiful August. Enjoy the rest of your summer, and I will see you next time. Love and light.